I welcome us into this channel, into this Flexmedia. You are so much welcome. Yeah, there is something I want to treat this hour. I don't know why. What is the time at your place you are listening to? Maybe morning. If it is morning, say good morning. If it is afternoon, afternoon. If it is evening, good evening, whatever. Actually, there is something I want to discuss this afternoon, or rather evening. Actually, this, I don't know, it may sound like what did I say? It may sound like motivational talks and all that, but if it sounds as motivational talks to you, and you are able to derive something meaning from it, and you act on it, thumbs up. Yeah, actually, there is something that happened. Before I go there, let me just start introduction with Dex. Most especially this time we are this critical time we are where things are very, very hard. Things are very, very tough. There is no going out. There is many areas are restricted. Business are restricted, economy are restricted, travels are restricted, many things are restricted. At the same time, the finance is restricted too. So opportunities are restricted. Everything is restricted because of this COVID-19. But nevertheless, there's something I want to mention here. I want to ask, what is the best time to start looking for admission? What is the best time to start thinking about traveling? When is the best time to think of the business or the work you want to do? Should it be January, February, maybe March or August? Let's say November, because then people are rounding up the year and all that. No, January is going to be first because that is the beginning of, my dear, January, February, March to December. No one is the best time to start that your plan which you are planning. The best time to start it is now. The best time to start that thing you are urging, you are nursing your mind. It could be a business, it could be admission, to study in abroad, or to study in your country and all that. That whatever you're planning or thinking about, the best time to start doing it is now. Because I have discovered that procrastination is a hammer that knock away people's favor, that knock away people's opportunity, knock away people's knock away people's divine intervention. Procrastination is very, very bad. It's very, very bad. So it is time that many of us, most especially the youth, should try to maximize the time they have and make good useful of it. And make good useful of it. There's something that happened while I came out with this topic and all that, because this YouTube channel, I suppose I've started this YouTube channel, like 8 months ago. I suppose I've started this, but I thought about it, did everything about it, research about it. I got some content then and all that, but what happened, I don't know. The idea just flew away from my mind, which could be as a result of procrastination. Tomorrow I'm going to start, next tomorrow I'm going to start stuff, I'm not going to start and all that. You see? And if I was thinking about this, I was thinking, gorging about this yesterday. I was saying, hasn't been that I started this when I thought of it last time. I put in work in it. At this time, I would have grown. Yeah, I would have grown. That was when I said, no, there are some persons who are suffering this same issue which I've undergone. So I just get up last night. I don't even sleep. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning I slept because I was, I said I need to do something. No, I need to kill that spirit of procrastination. Though I can't say to me, however, I can't say it's much procrastination anyway, because I have much thing at hand that I was doing all this while, here and then. Like many of you know, I'm studying, about rounding up my stuff and all that. I'm studying, I have a handful of quiz, group assignments, all this stuff like that, stuff like that. I have so many handful of works I'm doing. So that could be the reason, I don't know. But nevertheless, I also thought that, hasn't been that, I also thought that if I would have augmented, plan all these things together, begin to do them one after the other and all that, I think I would have been able to squeeze that time to be doing this at the same time doing other things I'm doing. Okay? Yeah, I would have been able to do that. But because of that procrastination, anybody that make a procrastination must have something excuse that would befit the reason he's given. And every excuse is good. No matter excuse you give, it's perfect and all that. It's perfect. The excuse may include, I don't know, I don't have the resources. Your excuse may include, okay, what resources to start it? The resources you have now, start it with the resources. Start it with the resources you have now. The best resources to start the business, to start that work you're thinking of, is that resources you have with you. Okay? Is that resources you have with you. That is the best resources to start with. So you see, like, the journey of life is gradually, it's gradually. Like many of us do have people say that a journey of 100 miles starts with a foot. It starts with a plan. You have to plan it, and make a step. It does not. You can't just wake up and make 100, 50 foot at once. You're going to start gradually. And again, some of us might think, say, okay, I don't know how to do this. How can I do this? I don't have the idea. Yes, of course, the excuse is okay. You don't have the idea. That is okay. You don't have the idea. I believe that is okay. Ignorance is one of the problems that inhibiting or stopping many of us from getting to where we aspire to get to. But nevertheless, you must start from somewhere. You can't know it all until you start it. You can't know it all until you start it. When you start it, then you begin to that is when you will get the motivation to seek knowledge. That is when you get the community of friends who are like-minded, who are doing what you are doing. Then you begin to collaborate, unionize your coherency and your relationship, to learn from them. Be free to ask questions. And one thing is, be ready to learn. The key part of it is your readiness to learn. When you're ready to learn, I believe that you can learn it. There is no impossibility. I don't think there is any impossibility in life. There is no such impossibility. There is no word called impossible as I am concerned. Everything is possible. If you don't know it, if you weren't able to do it, it doesn't mean it's impossible. It's because of that is the capacity of your knowledge. Okay? That is the capacity of knowledge. But when you put on work, you put on time, you put on research in it, I bet you're going to get it. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is that I don't know it. I don't have finance. It's not an excuse. I don't know it. It's not an excuse, because you can't know it until you start it. Okay? That is not an excuse. And another question that people may ask, is, what if I fail? Yeah. Actually, failure is part of life. You need to get this into your skull. That failure is a part of life. You need to start. You fail. I guess this is what my idea I had about failure. I think that someone who has failed 3 times and still in the business, and someone who have never failed in the business, the one who have failed 3 times and still in the business, have more skill, more knowledge than that one who have never failed. It might be that fortune have occurred and all that to that one who have never failed, because during the process of your failing and rising up, you are learning some skills, you are advancing, getting some things and all that. So, for instance, like me, so one time I was thinking about it. I said, if I have, let me just say like this, what do you call, a employer of neighbor and all that. Someone comes, I begin to interview them. I say, okay, have you done this? Have you done this? How many times were you before you were able to pass? He said, just once, another once. And the one who were repeating it, to me, I was saying it one day, I don't know if I'm right. So what I'm saying in effect is that if I'm an employer of neighbor, and I'm a CEO of an organization, And it happened that two kind of person, they came, for an employment. And I happened to interview them in the course of interview, and I heard that one, all through his journey, he never failed at all. And the second one, failed, try again, pass. Some never fail, try again, pass. Some never fail, try again, pass. To me, this is my judgment. In my assessment, in my level of assessment, what I believe, I think in my capacity, I believe that the last one who is failing and passing will have more knowledge, will have more skill, okay? We have more knowledge, we have more skill, we have more advanced in thinking, than the one who have never failed. Okay? It may be that the one who have never failed, you may say, this guy, you have never failed. No. Because it could be that fortune have occurred. Nobody knows. It could be a fortune have occurred and all that. But the one that is failing at the same time, putting in work and all that, getting up, dusting up the failures and have that courage and all that and resume again, and back up again. That is the key. That is the key. Tolerance and all that. Resilience and all that. So I believe, to my judgment, I don't know if I'm right, I don't know, but I know that I'm going against many people's way. Many people will like to accept someone who have never failed, they have never failed, they have been succeeding and all that, their stuff and all that. That will be one of the requirements, criteria. So many people will look at, this guy we're going to pick him, have never failed and all that. But to me, I believe that someone who have failed, and this person is, persistent, he failed, he does stop, forget about the past, study, discover why he failed and continue again. I think that this person is the best person to fit in the position. So having said all this, what I believe in means that I stand in a position that thing you want to start, is it school? Is it to get married? Is it to travel out? Is it to, to what do you call, to do whatever you want to do? There is no such the best time to start than now. So I urge you, friend, to, to whatever you're thinking right now, don't allow Satan to steal your time anymore. Don't allow procrastination to derail you from that which you plan in your mind and all that, okay? So get up right now and start. Get up right now. Just get up right now and start that which you are planning, okay? Just forget about the knowledge, forget about the resources, forget about failure and all that. All these are part of life. You can't know all this except you start it, okay? So if this is the first time, I know many of you, this is your first time. If this is the first time of you watching this, I would need that you like this video, comment, and most importantly, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You see the bell there, just turn it up so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be the first person to